All right, we in it to win it. We in. We in.
Let's get it.
Whoo. Man. Hey, you know what? I know y'all talking about hoop, but does anybody watch baseball these days? I mean, I don't think I know anybody watch baseball.
A little bit, but not. I'm not like super consistent with it.
Well, I'm over here. Look, I'm always talking to y'all, man. Y'all are Dodgers fans. They won last year, so
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did.
But it sound like y'all fake ass Dodger fans. Like, yeah, they won, but it ain't the same. It ain't.
I'm a Dodger fan,
it ain't like
but...
being a Laker fan or a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? Or any other team.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But
I can't even tell you the last time I've been to a Dodgers game.
I watch. It's just during the week, some of the games be a little too early for me. That's all it is. I can't make some.
Yeah, because it's like 166 games during the season.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yes, too damn many.
I watch at least like 75% of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so you're a real fan then. You're a real fan.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Shit. When I looked at Severe's face, he looked like he's like shit. Dodgers won.
I watched the highlights.
Oh yeah, bro.
I watched 75% of the highlights.
Oh yeah, I be watching, bro. We be taking advantage of that Panda Express special over there that they got.
Man, I do, man, bro. For $5? You already know.
$5 Panda. You can't go wrong with that, bro.
Bro, every time they win a home game, that's all I be watching the highlights. Like, they won. Oh, but we in there.
Yeah.
Nah, and then the thing is too, for me, is the A's. They let me down. Like as far as like the ownership, I hate their ownership. They probably have the worst owners in sports, but that's a whole different conversation. We're gonna keep it positive today. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Here we go.
Great Pharaoh. The gift of Troy is a fabulous fabric from the land of the 5 rivers.
Years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future.
back. We back.
Put
We
them on
back.
there, they all.
We back for another edition of Around the Shield, man. We got two special guests in the building, man. Machiavelli 24 in the building. We got the Raider Rundown in the building, man. We got a great show lined up for y'all, man. Hey, today, man, it's another off-season show. You know, y'all love the off-season shows. Y'all come through, support the show. If you haven't already, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. I don't know where that sound is coming from. Hold on. All right, we good. All right, perfect. We cool. All right, man. Hey, yeah, man. Y'all had a little funny about the intro, playing just Hall of Famers, you know, your favorite players from back in the day. Let it be a story that you can tell, man. But if it's someone from last season, man, I don't know. The way it's looking, it's like it's always gonna be a different player. But
nobody recent, dog. I don't care who it is. Yeah. I can't put nobody recent on there.
It's about to be all Tim Brown and Howie Long.
I'm gonna go back in the archives. I'm gonna put Jim Otto on mine. If I keep going, I'll go back in the archives.
Where do you rank? This is a random question to start the show, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in. Where do you rank Derek McFadden? All-time
Raiders
running back?
All-time running back?
You know, that's
my favorite.
That's hard, bro. Like it's a hard because
he wasn't healthy enough. You talking about like at his problem. If he's at his very best, like him at his
top
very
five,
best versus everybody else?
Top 3.
I go
him at his very best versus everybody else.
If he was, for me, bro, personally, if he was all the way healthy, like you're saying, I think, like, at his very best, bro, if he was all the way healthy and we could see it all, he'd be a top 3 in our history.
Yeah, I'll probably put him. I put him third. I probably put him third. It's Bo at their best, at their healthiest. If they're healthy, 100%, it's probably Bo, Marcus, and then him, just at their very.
Bro,
best.
He was 6'6", over 6 feet. You feel what I'm saying?
Like
as big as he was,
ran a 4.3.
Come on, dog. You feel what I'm saying? That motherfucker, and he pretty much had all the tools for real. You wanted. He had every tool. He just couldn't stay healthy.
Right.
Like Josh is rivaling. Only other people in the same category that's even rivaling is Josh and Napoleon.
Facts.
I don't know, bro. I think Josh up there and then in that top 3. The numbers are.
You think he'd be better than McFadden?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
McFadden at his best.
I think McFadden was more talented, but I think Josh Jacobs has a better career. Obviously.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Way better career. For sure. But talent though.
Come on, bro. At the apex, come on, dog.
It was like every time he had the ball, like it was like, oh, he about to take it to the house. Like it was that, bro. Like with McFadden, like he's about to take it to the house. When you have that at running back,
bro.
And if you think about it, like he had at that 2010 team, the 2010, 2011 team.
Yeah.
He had you thinking the Raiders had a chance to go into the playoffs. Just because the way he was carrying the offense.
He was an MVP candidate before he got hurt. He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah,
bro. Like people forget how special that dude was, bro.
I go back to that Denver game, dog. When he killed Denver single-handed,
going bananas.
I've never seen, dog.
Bro, that meme, that classic meme, bro.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Bro had a diabolical laugh going on right there.
Hey, bro, the shit he was doing to them, dog, it warranted that. I ain't gonna cap. That was damn near abuse.
Facts.
What up, peoples in the chat? I see some of the family, man.
Yeah, man. Knox in the building, man. The NFL drought is real. Glad I found y'all to tune in, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate you supporting the show. Yeah, we here, man. We here, and we're gonna talk about the Raiders. There's gonna be a lot to talk about today. But we obviously have some special guests. Around the Shield is where we bring people from all over. Obviously, Raider Rundown and Machiavelli. They y'all better tune in too. Y'all have a show too later on. Blunts and breakdowns. Let's just get into it, man. The off season, right? So it's pretty much done. I mean, at this point, the draft, free agency. You guys been breaking down players every Thursday, film breaking down, all that type of stuff. What have you seen and what, like, let us know. Like, is there a lot to like, or is it a lot to, man, this might be a long season?
I'll let Brody start it off, man.
I'll say there's a decent amount of potential that I see. There's a lot of potential. Definitely some guys that definitely need some development. But I see a good amount of potential, especially with the young guys that we brought in. The last series, I believe, was our D-line. That one was good. Yeah, our D-line, I was definitely intrigued by our young defensive lineman that we picked up. But
off of that, I echo what my boy's saying, bro. Like for me, but that's the word, bro. Like it's potential. Like a lot of it, when we watch, a lot of these dudes need development. Like we're talking about the younger dudes. You know what I mean? The younger dudes, a lot of them need development, dog. We talking about especially from this draft class too. We just looked at the D linemen. They have potential, like you said, but like there's things they're gonna need to learn and they're gonna need to instill in their game year one, right? And especially with the O linemen too, they both need work too. Especially the one we got at tackle, he needs work. So it's a lot of that going on. But when we watch the veterans, you kind of see what we expect from the veterans. So that's good news. I say it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a little bit of like a factor of how they're going to look in Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll's defense and Chip Kelly's offense and Patrick Graham coming back for a fourth year. What is it going to look like with Pete Carroll and him kind of combining forces? Because Pat Graham's been here running defense, but then Pete Carroll, obviously he's going to have his say on what he wants to have, what's to happen on Sunday. Because you kind of see it with the type of players they're bringing in. The corners,
100%.
They're going young. It seems like at corner, they're not bringing in a guy. They did bring in Shaquille Griffin last week, but then he would end up going to Seattle. So does that mean I talked to Severe about this? Like, do y'all think that we're gonna add another corner?
We better.
Hopefully, but I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked either if they don't. If they don't. It'll be a little shocking, but I get it. I get it. You want to roll with what you got and develop what you got, and they trust their coaching. But I don't know. I feel like we really need to get a slot corner bad,
bro.
I think that's the missing piece to that defense for sure. Is a slot corner.
I think everybody's saying the same thing, dog, and it's so frustrating when all the fans in the offseason say it. You know what I mean? And it just don't come to fruition. I just talked to Motown Mo yesterday. Our dog Mo Mott, man. Just talked to him yesterday. Mo, he said the very same thing. He said, I just don't understand why we all see this glaring need in the secondary and they're not doing nothing about it. You got Jeremy Chin going down at nickel, right? Which leaves another void at the top, bro. That should tell you all you need to know. If they was confident in Darnay Holmes, I ain't really putting Jeremy Chin down at nickel. I'll put him at the linebacker, Jerome and stuff like that, but not the slot. So yeah, bro, the secondary, I have a feeling at the beginning, bro, and we talked about it, me and bro talked about it. It's probably gonna be a little shaky to start it off because they young, bro. They're young and inexperienced, and right now if we don't sign no nickel, it's gonna be ugly probably to start it off.
Real quick, man, I got to address this because this is so true, man. McFadden went down too easy for me. Yeah, there's a lot of boom and bust in his game. A lot of boom and bust in his game. Like, he's not the guy that's going to give you, like, the consistent, like, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, he's more like the 2 yards than 3 yards. Then a 50-yard run.
Yeah, 50, exactly. Exactly. He'll give you that for sure, though. That's the element to the game. He'll give you all that.
Real quick, if you want to say, like, I don't want to cut you off, bro. My bad. But I will say that's the difference between him and Josh Jacobs for me. If you would say, like, at the apex, because I don't think Josh got that home run ability that McFadden does. You feel me?
Yeah, not consistently. Not consistently. Yeah, McFadden is like every time McFadden touched the ball, you had a possibility of a touchdown.
Exactly.
It's not the same. It's not the same with Josh. Like Josh, the circumstances had to be right. Like the circumstances had to be right. Josh it had to be everything had to be good. The blocking had to be great. Like McFadden makes somebody miss, and he'll lower the shoulder on somebody, and he get around the corner. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's over.
You ain't catch him.
Do y'all see it? Like, all right, I don't know. I'm over here. I'm all over the place right now. I was just seeing some today, and it was like a highlight reel. But obviously he's been around for a few seasons. The Atlanta Falcon running back,
Bijan.
Do y'all see it with him? Is he a special running back? Do y'all see it with him? Because when I watch him, I'm like, he kind of remind me, not exactly, but kind of remind me of Josh Jacobs a little bit, and how he produces, and like how he's shifty. He might be more shiftier. He might be a better receiving back out the backfield. But when I watch him, I'm like, oh damn, like he kind of makes people miss. He kind of remind me of Josh. Like he makes people miss. He'll break a tackle. You can't break him. You can't like arm tackle him. You know what I mean? He'll break it. But then I'm like, has he shown that explosive? I thought like he was a lot more explosive. Like I don't know if we've seen that from him, but y'all can speak on this. I know Raider,
I'm trying to think of the circumstance, bro. I don't know. Like, you feel me? The circumstance in Atlanta's bad. So it's like kinda. Yeah. But then it's like, I do see that he does need Tyler Algier. That is something too. He does kind of need Tyler Algier to help him stay fresh a little bit, because his game is not no every down running back. For as big as he is, you would think he would have a little bit in his game, but it's really not. Like he's more of a Jahmyr Gibbs-esque type of dude, Loki. To me, he's more of a Jahmyr
Gibbs though. But Jahmyr Gibbs though,
like not saying he is that, but just in that mold. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's in
like
that mold of type of running
a committee back where he's like bested in a committee type of situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, it's like I do think he is like that though. Coming out of college, he definitely was like that.
Because the only reason why is because, like you said, coming out of college, like in that draft, they're like, oh, he's arguably the best player in the draft. Like, you know, if he wasn't a running back, he should be taking him number one. Like, and I'm like, I'm just watching. I'm like,
that reminds me of Josh. Does that remind you of somebody? Don't that remind you of somebody that just like, he ain't that explosive, ain't really running away from no. Except one guy did it in the SEC though, and the other guy did it in the lesser conference. But they said the same thing about this other person. Who is this person I'm talking about? He might have dreads too. As a matter of fact, he might have dreadlocks too. I don't want to ask
this question, bro, because y'all know probably who this came from, because it came from somebody. But at the end of the day, bro, I think it's a good question. Coming out of college, who is better?
Bijan. It's Bijan, bro. It's not even close. For me, it's not even close. Because look, put it like this. In my opinion, Bijan just played wide receiver. If Bijan came out of college as a wide receiver, he would have been like a third-round pick as a wide receiver. Like, he was that good of a wide receiver. So he would have still been like a pick as a receiver. So the fact that he was still a good running back and he was able to do that as a wide receiver, overall, it's just pure running back. I'll probably edge it to Jeanty. But as an overall package, it's Bijan.
Because Bijan don't have Jeanty's contact balance at all. He don't. He don't.
What BS about Jeanty? Isn't that not the same?
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's
Did he? I forgot about that, bro. Bijan cooked us for 125 last year. Did that happen, bro? I fell asleep during that Falcons game, so I have no fucking idea what happened during that Falcons game.
People be so sure about players that ain't played a single down in the NFL. People be like extremely positive about somebody that ain't played a single down in the NFL. Oh, stop the BS about BJ. Like, what BS? Like, has he played yet? Like, what has he done yet?
And I second that, bro. That's why I'm glad, we dominated watched the film. You feel? I'm glad me and bro watched the film, because as of right now, the film gonna tell us exactly where that player is right now. There is no speculation. There is no we think he can do this. Like, nah, bro. We're seeing it. He needs development in certain areas or whatever, bro. So I'm for sure on that.
But all right. Let me go back to what you guys said earlier.
We say it like now, like Rundown saying, like we with the film, like it's proof right there. Proof is in the pudding when you're watching it. Either if he does good, you're gonna see it on the film. If he does bad, you're gonna see it on the film. And
right.
Yeah,
that's what
I think he's gonna be a good player. But I think it's gonna be he's getting the second most guaranteed money in the NFL. He's gonna be the second best running back in the NFL this year. I doubt it.
Oh no.
I doubt it.
No. Now if he is, then hey, so be it, bro. It is what it is. Then great. But I just immediately off the bat, you're gonna tell me he's better than Saquon, Derrick Henry, and all the extra. It's gonna be hard to equate.
Bijan was in the committee. Bijan was in a committee with like 2 other guys. So it's like you can't even compare. Now compare Jeanty's 23 season. Don't compare 24 season. Like, because what you call it? Bijan was in a committee with 2 other people. In the SEC at that.
Well, let me go back to what you said earlier. You said Bijan is more of a committee back.
Yeah.
Do you think that Jeanty's a committee back? Because he kind of shown that he seemed like he a workhorse. He seemed like
I'll take it for everybody, bro. Yes, it's already proven.
Yeah.
It's already proven.
Yeah.
Raheem Mostert is already talking about being in on 3rd down. It is what it needs. That tells us all we need to know. That he is a committee back right now.
Well, yeah, but you're speaking to like where the NFL's going with running back.
No, he is. Right now he is, bro. Because okay, I'll say it like this. There are certain things, and fucking Money Chuck hates when I say this, but I don't care. There are certain things in Jeanty's game that he's not all that great at right now. Yes, right? He's a cool contact balance person and all this extra, but I'll say it again for the people in the back.
Pass pro.
There's a reason Raheem Mostert. Thank you. There's a reason Raheem Mostert is coming in on 3rd down, dog. And we know he's not a better receiving back than Jeanty, right? We all know that. Raheem Mostert's not a better receiving back than Ashton Jeanty. So what else could he be coming in on 3rd down to do? Right? It is to pass block, bro. So right now, he cannot do that strong. That's one thing. Yeah. Number 2, even Pete said it, right? Holding on to the ball a little bit is something that we got to see him do a little bit better as he comes in here right now, too. And he had 11 fumbles in college, dog. That's 11. That's a lot of fucking fumbles.
Ain't it funny how we had mentioned that on Twitter and then on our show and people were coming for us crazy? Only for Ashton Jeanty and the coach themselves to say it in interviews. Yeah. For the public to see it.
He called Jeanty draft night and said, "Hey, bro, we got to work on these fumbles." yeah, bro. You have 11. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking fumbles, bro.
Jeanty may be a cowbell, but is he a bell cow? that is the question. I don't know what he does. Maybe he plays the cowbell with old boy from the Saturday Night Live skit. He playing cowbell. I don't know, but can he be a bell cow?
Well, all right. Okay, because Money Chuck is obviously he pro Jeanty. I hope Jeanty's going to be serving this season.
I hope he's incredible.
Look, he makes Sundays more interesting because last season it was tough.
Hold up, he said 18 to 20. That's a committee back, bro.
That's a committee if I ever seen one. What you mean? If he gets 18 carries per game, dog.
Bro, if he gets 18 carries per game, that is a wasted pick. If he gets
I don't know. 18 to 20
is like 25-30.
That's low, bro. That's low.
20 because 25-30 is like you're running them to the ground in today's NFL. You're running them to the ground. He's
a 6 overall pick.
All right, let me ask you this: how many workhorse backs are there in the NFL?
1, 2.
Yeah. Derek.
Josh to a degree. Josh.
Derek
to a degree.
Derek.
Saquon.
Josh.
Saquon, because they don't really have a backup back like that.
Joe Mixon last year.
Okay, yeah, Joe Mixon. I'll give him that.
But is Mostert even a backup running back? The dude is always hurt. So how are we even and they're paying them pennies as a backup. And on top of that, we don't even know what his role is going to look like on offense. His role might be like, Jeanty need to take a piss. Can you come in real quick? That might be his role. If we're being honest,
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
We're assuming that Mostert is going to be, he's going to be that guy on 3rd down, which, I'm not saying that y'all wrong, but we're also assuming there is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
This is true. My problem with Mostert is he was always hurt, but he's a starter though. That's the thing. He's always getting starting reps. He ain't starting this time, so I kind of have more confidence that he'll stay healthy. But don't even forget, and we got to big up Turf every time we bring up this dude. But Pete brought up Sincere too, bro. He brought up Sincere, and for some reason, the man is sticking around, dog. For some reason, Sincere get to sticking around, and he's still getting liked by the coaching staff. So it seemed like they just trying to keep your boy fresh too. And at the end of the day, I ain't gonna be mad at that if you wanted to say you wanted to start him off with 20 carries or something per game. But that's a 6 overall running back. And if he's getting 20 carries per game, he better be breaking some of them motherfuckers. That's all I know, right? Some of them motherfuckers better be for long ass gains, or they better be for gashes, something.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I think y'all like. I feel like there was a time frame where 25 to 30 was the norm. That's not the norm anymore. I think that like the way the NFL is thinking about the running back position has changed. I feel like they figured out like, hey, there's only a certain amount of time that this running back has to play. Also, if we continue to give him the ball, the increase of him getting hurt goes even higher. So I think teams are kind of like going about it a more strategic way. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it like, oh, Jeanty can't. He just did it in college. I know college and the NFL is completely different, but the NFL has a tackling problem. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But you see where I'm going with it. Like Jeanty could eat in college. You got something to say, Severe? I think your mic is out. Check your mic real quick.
Oh yeah. So like people like, oh, like the NFL has a tackling problem, which is true. But if the NFL got a tackling problem, what does it say about college? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll tackle
like we taking the best tacklers from the college ranks and putting them in the NFL. So if the NFL has a tackling problem, then like it's a goddamn COVID-19 in college, or it's a damn epidemic of bad tackling down there. Because,
Okay.
you know, you feel me? So like that only further proves the case that his style of play, which is predicated mainly on breaking a whole bunch of tackles, like you know, most of his big runs, it's nearly a run you can find where he just, hey, I beat everybody to the corner, I got up the sideline and I was gone, or I got through here untouched, I made 3 guys miss and I'm gone. It's usually like, hey, I make 2 or 3 guys, you know, bounce off of me, I shake one guy, and then you know, but if he ain't making those 2 or 3 guys miss, or if he ain't breaking those tackles, it's gonna be a whole bunch of 3.3 yards per carry. You know, so that's the thing.
Yeah. And look, this is I hate when people bring these flawed stats to me, bro. Cause I see Money Chuck saying, you know, Barkley had 21.57 per average. No, he did not. This man had damn near, bro. This man had 345 carries last season. We talking about Saquon, and he was the top running back. Right? That's a lot of fucking carries, bro. Like, if we're gonna be a run first team, like they saying we are, which I know we are, you either gonna try to run this man into the ground, or you're gonna use the Chip Kelly mold that he just brought from Ohio State, where he had 2 running backs averaging 18 to 20 carries per game. Feel what I'm saying? That you can do that. There is a way to do that and still implement them and have them both be effective. That's not even saying the passing game either, but that would just get some people mad to say, damn, we just drafted him 6 overall and he's only getting 20 carries per game. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's like, all right, well, you know what I mean? Are we going to increase that, or what's happening in these 20 carries?
Well, all right. So the way they're judging running backs nowadays, it's not even about carries, it's about touches. So because they want the running backs to be involved on offense. And from what we're hearing in like these mini camps, if there's any like thing that we can take out of them, they're having Jeanty running routes all over the place. So they're planning on giving Jeanty. They're planning on getting Jeanty the ball as much as possible. If it's not running the ball, maybe dumping them off, screen, having them on a linebacker, guarding them. You know, like they're gonna figure out ways to give him the football outside of just handing the ball off to him. So
right.
Do y'all include that in a workhorse, or it has to be like hand the ball off?
You include that. You include that. So
if he's getting like 30 touches a game, 20 carries, let's say you get 20 carries, 15 to 20 carries, and then he's getting like, let's say 5 to 10 looks on offense, because the ball is probably gonna go to Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, and all them. But like you're gonna try to dump it off and see what Jeanty's gonna do while breaking tackles. Wouldn't you say that's part of being a workhorse too? Like when you incorporate the passing game, especially in today's NFL?
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no, but most people, when you're looking at a committee system, like most people don't include that. Most people look at, hey, you know what? Who's running the ball? They're not, because if that's the case, like just about every team, because like a lot of teams have a specialized receiving back. Even when we had our guys, right? Our third down back was Jalen Richard because of what he did, mainly because what he did in pass pro, but also because, you know, he was a threat as a receiver. So, like, if that's the case, then, you know, like, just you're looking at damn near every single third down, he was on the field, as opposed to, you know, whatever our running back, you know, was at a particular time. So I think I don't necessarily count that as a committee system. You look at mainly people are looking at carries. Mainly people looking at carries. Yeah. If you're getting less than 20 carries a game, you're getting less than 20. You're not, that's in my opinion, that's a committee. That's a committee.
That's a committee. And again,
most NFL teams run a committee.
And it matters what he does in those 20 carries. That's not a lot of opportunity, right? Like, so a guy like even Saquon, right? Even if he is averaging the 21 or whatever he is per game, you got to understand he can get 20 carries or maybe even less, because in one of them carries, probably going to be a big ass 40-yard game, 50-yard game, whatever the case, right?
Yeah.
Can Jeanty do that is the question. Now, we can speculate all we want, but we don't know what his NFL game is right now. As it's predicated and as I look, it's more physicality, right? It's more physical. I've seen him run away from DBs at times, sure, but at the end of the day, as of going right now, I don't know. We can't sit here and be like, oh, bro, he's gonna immediately do that. We don't even know what the man 40 time is. So at the end of the day, bro, we can speculate all we want. But I just say right now, it's more of 5-10-yard physical gains. You feel what I'm saying? Wearing down the defense, the Marshawn Lynch type of mold that Pete will try to put him in. Right there is what I kind of see him until we can know for sure. Like, oh yeah, bro, he's breaking away from DBs and doing all this extra.
Right. Yeah. Right. I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit more complicated. I think there's different layers to this, man. I think that, like, when you talk about a workhorse in today's NFL, it's incorporating the passing game. So if you're giving me 15 plus carries and also you getting 5 to 10 touches on receiving the football, bro, that's a starting NFL running back in today NFL. Now, if you want old school workhorse, then there's probably only one, and that's Derrick Henry. Maybe Josh. You could throw in Josh. Maybe Josh. But the way they treat Josh in Green Bay, severe. How they treating Josh in Green Bay? They got other running backs over there. They drafted a running back last year, actually, in the second or third round, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's my point, though, is that like, now I'm not saying he's not a starter, but I'm saying he's still going to be like, that's still a committee. So people are saying, oh, there's not going to be no committee back. He's going to be like, nah, that's still a committee. I don't know, that's man. Look at our running back room, bro. I don't know if you look at our running back room, bro. I don't know if I could say it's this is a committee. Like, if we drafted another running back to go along with, or we picked up, like, Mostert is really the most confident answer we can give to say, oh yeah, it's committee. We got Mostert. We'll see.
Mostert? Is that the dude that gets hurt? Like,
I don't really consider that a committee per se. I say if it's like 3 or 4 backs sharing reps, then yeah.
I don't know about committee. I mean, what do you consider Detroit?
Because I would say,
what would you consider Detroit?
What Detroit did with Sonic and Knuckles, that's, in my opinion, that's committee. What Atlanta does with Bijan and Tyler, that's a committee.
Agree.
That's a committee. So I think that's still a committee. I mean, I think Bijan gonna be part of a committee. It's just probably gonna be not Bijan. Jeanty gonna be part of a committee. That's just gonna be him, and it's gonna be at that second person is gonna be Depend. Or if some days it might be Sincere, some games it might be Raheem. Some days we might see Zamir White out there. You know, and
I think he's gonna. I think Jeanty's gonna see like.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's gonna see at least like 65%.
I don't know, man. How we go from the worst running back room? How we go from? Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
I think it really depends on how much each guy gets, like, in reps. If they're sharing like exact even amount, then yeah, it's a committee. But if one's getting a bit more than the other, then I wouldn't per se that's exactly a committee. It's more so maybe he just needs some rest or something. I don't know. I don't know what to say on that.
And these I will say, okay, because I think somebody, Chef AB Raider, he put there 18 carries for 17 games at 4 yards per carry is 1224. That's 1,224 yards in rushing, which is successful to him. I'd say sure. For
much?
me, like,
how many yards?
1,200 yards. 1,200 yards. 1,200 yards.
If he averages 4 yards per carry.
Look, bro, my benchmark, I'm going to be honest, bro. My benchmark is Brody won Rookie of the Year. So Saquon Rookie Year, he had 1,300 rushing yards. So that's my benchmark. He got to at least get that. But Saquon had 721 receiving yards to go with that. So all in all, bro, he gave you 2,000 all purpose. So you got to get that to me.
Look. And Jeanty generational, right? Jeanty generational. If he don't put up 1,850 to 1,900 all-purpose yards, you better never say this nigga generational again. You better put that out your damn memory. He's a good player. Oh, he's a good player. I don't want to hear no generational shit no more. You ain't all that.
I'll take 1,300 rushing and 500 whatever receiving, and that gives me the 1,800 like Severe saying. I'll take it. That's fine, right? That's cool. But you can't give us less than that, right? Like, what if we get only like damn near? Let's just say we only get like 1,500 all purpose, or we only get 1,600 all purpose. I'm gonna be hot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Close to like 1,800 to 2,000 all-purpose yards, in my opinion. That should be the goal.
So we said Saquon. We said Saquon was a bell cow, right? We said Saquon was a bell cow, right?
Yeah.
That's like one of the people we said. And how many? And he said how many yards? What percentage of the carries did a bell cow have to get? In your opinion, Mike, like what was the range did you think for it to not be considered a committee?
For not to be a committee, I would say you need to get at least, I'll say about like 25 plus reps a game.
I mean, what percentage of the rep? Like what percentage of the carries that would he have to get?
I'd say at least like 65%, like 65. All right,
plus. So the Eagles led the league in rushing attempts at 621. We've already established that Saquon got 345, so he only got about 56% of the carries. As the team that supposedly with the guy with the most carries in the league, the bell cow back, the guy who led the league in rushing, he only got 55% of the carries. So I'm saying like there's really like no bell cow backs anymore.
Yeah,
not really.
But the thing is too, it's like I said, it's how the NFL is treating running backs, bro. The way they look at running backs is completely different. It's not that there's no talented running backs.
But guess what? But guess what, Pharaoh? Know what that means? And know why? That's why you don't draft running backs in the first round anymore. That's exactly why. Because the best back in the league barely got over 50% of the carries for the number one rushing team in the NFL. Put one of the best offensive line who put up one of the best rushing seasons of all time. That's why you don't draft those guys in the first round anymore. But hey, we have a 74-year-old coach, and we're still back in the Stone Ages doing shit like that.
Jake might be onto something. Jake might be onto something. And I was thinking about this. Oh, my bad, y'all. All right. He says prediction 1,200 yards, 300 plus receiving yards. That would put him at 1,500 yards, all-purpose yards. Now I'm gonna add something to this. I'm gonna add 12 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Maybe 2 to 3 receiving. That's a total of 15 touchdowns, 1,500 all-purpose yards.
Wait.
Do you all think that's not bad? Is that terrible? Is that a disappointment on offense?
With the touchdowns, you're straight, bro. With the touchdowns, you're straight. Because you said 15, like that's a good season to start it off. If you get 15 touchdowns
as a rookie,
yeah, that's good to start it off. But the yardage, somebody need to get stoned if he get that type of yardage right there. I'll tell you that right now.
What's the yardage? What's the yardage?
1,200 rushing. 300
hell no. Hell no, bro. Hell no. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. Know what numbers those are? Know what numbers those are similar to outside of the touchdowns? That's Najee Harris. Harris.
Don't tell me that.
No. But then, okay. If he's averaging like 5 yards a carry,
5 yards a carry is different. That means he's hard to get the ball though.
Najee Harris was barely averaging 4. He was like what 3.9 probably 3.9 maybe 4 maybe
this
4.
would tell me that Raheem
4.
Mostert is taking some carries, bro. If he's averaging 5 yards a carry and he's only getting 1,200 yards.
If you know, exactly. If he get 1,200 yards and he averaging 5 yards a carry, he hardly touched. He ain't getting the ball a lot. Yeah.
Raheem Mostert's out there doing something too at that point. That would tell me.
Sincere is stealing carries from this man. Like something crazy happening. Yeah,
you know who reminds of crazy? Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly gonna do something. So you gonna do something if he does something where he gets everybody on offense involved, then you can see those types of numbers making sense. If he's gonna be like, you know what, Brock Bowers just went down, this person went down, Jeanty, you're gonna have to carry the rock. And I think Money Chuck made a point about Barkley on that New York Giants offense. Who was on that offense when he had 2,000 all-purpose yards?
Was Odell not there? Am I tripping? Was Odell gone? I swear they played together at least a year or two.
But Odell, since I mean, if we're keeping it real on Odell is just the social media, icon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my gosh, no, bro, no. I mean, when Buddy was healthy, bro, he was like that. I will give him that.
No, he was healthy. When he was healthy.
Like
but when was the last time he was healthy, though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just come on.
Oh yeah, he's always gonna be a good story. I say it like that. He like a Derrick Rose damn near. Like, yeah, it was nice for a time.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to Raider Smoke in the building. My guy, man, knows how to support the show, man. Always coming through. He says, like and sub, what it do, fellas, man. Appreciate you coming on, man, and supporting the show, man. My God, man. But, what? Darren McFadden and Rashad Jennings? Damn, Rashad
Jennings was solid that year, though.
He was, bro. He was solid. That was a good little duo.
He played for the Jaguars, too, huh? Before the Raiders? Didn't he play for the Jaguars?
Yeah.
Yes,
he
did.
For the Jaguars, too.
I just saw him on one of these stupid ass Netflix shows too. He over there doing some weird ass reality Netflix shit. He was just on, bro. So I just seen Rashad Jennings doing something.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we just went on a running back tangent, man. It was crazy. I blame myself, man. I started off with McFadden. But I love running back, man. I love the position, man. It's a great conversation to have. That being said, let's talk about recent events. Gino Smith was talking his shit over the weekend. What was your take on it, Mike, when you first seen that clip? You know what I mean? Of him just talking trash. And the way everybody reacted to it, some people in social media, some people in the media were like,
hold on. Time out. Money Chuck, you must be in Miami. You were smoking on that Tony Montana. You got some of that fresh Chiba, brother. If you think he heads and shoulders better than Travion, yo, put the pipe down, bro. Put the pipe. Travion is just as good as him. And Juggins is right there too. Juggins is right there too.
He on that Willie Falcone.
You on that Sherman Hemsley. You was on that Sherman Hemsley for real. Travion is just as good as that dude. Just good, especially as an overall player.
Man,
I gotta say, regarding that whole
one of these shows, we gotta open the phone lines, bro. People call in so they can talk their shit, man.
Hey, bro.
Go ahead, Mike. I cut you off. I just cannot let that ridiculous.
I gotta say though, for the whole
ridiculous go.
The whole Gino Smith.
That's one of y'all viewers, huh? That's on that. He's one of them blunts and breakdowns. He pre-gaming already. I can tell. He pre-gaming. He prepping for 6:00. Hold on, Money Chuck. It's almost that time,
bro. Nah, Money Chuck don't like me.
Wrong show, my guy.
Oh, Money Chuck ain't coming back to Around the Shield no more, man.
He don't like me.
No, but I'm with Money Chuck though. Like I kind of like, hey man, but I get what you guys saying because I was with y'all too as well during the draft. I didn't want to pick a running back at number 6, but now we're here. He's on the team, and I'm a little bit more positive right now. I'm believing in Chip Kelly, but. Going back to Gino Smith, right? He was talking shit over the weekend. What was your take on it?
Honestly, I enjoyed it. It's refreshing, bro. We ain't had a quarterback like that in a minute. Most of our quarterbacks we had lately been timid as fuck. So it's nice to have a dude that's not gonna be scared to pop his shit, say what he got to say. Like it's different, and I enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys did too. I mean, some people in the media and on Twitter and stuff were saying it was drama. I agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. That's all I'm gonna say. Wasn't no drama. That's normal ball talk. That's some of the top competing at a high level in those 7-on-7 tournaments. So, it's competition. It's a level of competition. People are gonna talk their shit and have fun. I didn't see nothing serious about it. I didn't think anybody was gonna start no fight or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a bean, bro. I mean, let's keep it a bean. I think we know why some people didn't like what he was saying over there. It was a certain word in there that was said that some Raider fans ain't used to, or a quarterback used to. You feel me? Yeah, but it's okay. You feel what I'm saying? It's all right. At the end of the day, bro, I've been waiting for a real naysayer to come in and play quarterback for me. That's what I've been waiting for. So I'm straight. At the end of the day, like he said, bro, I done heard worse at the Spades table. Shit, I heard worse at damn near every family event I've been to, bro. Literally. So, to me, bro, I want him mic'd up at this point. I want him mic'd up at games. Man. I want to hear
it.
Yeah. I mean, he literally said, "I get paid the big bucks, man." You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, like, that type of attitude, his attitude and his mentality is what fueled him to continue his career, even after, a big obstacle that happened early in his career with the Jets, where, it didn't work out. He was a second-round pick. The Jets is kind of like, if we'll be honest, Raider of the East Coast, because the way they been winning games. They haven't won a lot of games. They haven't developed the quarterback position, kind of similar to the Raiders. Right. But the fan base really supports the team. The Jet fans, they support their team. Raider fans, we support the Raiders, even though they haven't been, a team that hasn't been respectable for years now. So, but that being said, like, he was able to bounce back with that same attitude. So right now, like, at the end of the day, it's what matters most is what he does on the football field, and I think he'll be solid, man. I think he'll be good. I don't think it was a big deal. It's not like he went out there and fought the dude, and he's out there getting arrested and getting DUIs. And
now, if he pulled a Cam Newton, we'd have a different conversation around here. I'll tell you that.
I got to ask you guys, how do you feel about him responding to, like, fans and people in social media, like, that are either hating or critiquing him? How do you guys feel about that?
As long as they don't let it, as long as he don't let it affect his game, I don't care. I talk, I pick it sometimes people be talking trash, and I'll talk trash back. Sometimes I'm like, man, you ain't even worth my time. It just depends. Like, sometimes I'll be in that mood where I want to talk some shit, bro. If I would feel like talking some shit, like Money Chuck, bro, you come back, bro. You about to get smacked all show, bro. This is what it is. You can come back, I'm gonna smack you up inside the head all show. It's nothing for me. So it just depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll let stuff slide, but sometimes I'll be like, yo, I'm not letting it slide this time. I'm gonna address it. So I don't mind that at all. As long as you don't let it affect you on the field, that's all that matters.
No, I agree with that, man. I agree with that, and I think on top of Jeanty, I'm not even Jeanty. I'm looking. The chat is going crazy. Y'all hella funny. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We appreciate everybody coming through. Okay, all right. Man, y'all still talking about the damn that. You hit a soft spot, man, for Money Check, man. He's going in right now.
Bro, when you start talking about Jeanty, dog, all the gloves come off, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, the part that's crazy though is people think my guy Rundown's a hater, but he's just being realistic. He's not hating on nothing. He's saying exactly what the player himself and his head coach said about him that he needs to improve on. It's nothing crazy.
Right.
And it's cool. Like, you can like a player, but you could also be realistic and know, like, hey, there's things that this player can improve on. Nobody's perfect. There's things that Max can improve on. There's things that Brock Bowers can improve on. Everybody can improve.
Right.
Yeah.
We all just like turn a blind eye to Brock Bowers blocking and shit, but at the end of the day, it's like, you feel me? We know he can't really block like that. But I know you know exactly. So he's not gonna say nothing about that. Like, he's not gonna let that slide, but that's real. We need content creators, bro, that's gonna say, like, you feel, but we need content creators that's gonna say, all right, bro, these guys are good, but at the end of the day, how can we still improve? And is that not what the players want to do anyway? They want to improve. They want to stay the same.
Yeah.
Max not keeping contained on run play. Like that's something we pound on consistently.
Religious, bro. That's like Christmas every year. It happens every year.
Look, peep this, Money Chuck. But you watching us. We ain't watching you. You watching us, bro. We not watching you.
Nah, man, it's all good, man. At the end of the day, yeah, we do have an opinion, and you know, it is what it is, man. Just like you do, man. So it's all good, and all opinions is welcome, just as long as you keep it respectful. You know what I mean? Key word, respectful. That's all. But it's all good, man. They said reason why we won 4 games is yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, man, let's move it along, man. So obviously, you know, Jeanty happened. Not Jeanty, but Gino. He said his stuff. I don't think it's a big deal. You said if it wasn't like Cam Newton, and I just remembered what you was talking about.
Oh yeah,
Cam Newton had that situation at his camp.
Got that brawl, boy.
Yeah, squabble.
Yeah.
Man, if we would have saw that, by all means, that's drama, dog. Like that right there, we would have been talking about that shit for weeks. But right there, bro, he was just talking shit.
Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, yeah, man. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Now let's move it along, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about last Tuesday 50-50 show. Y'all need to tune in. We're gonna be live every Tuesday, off season till the season. You know, all that good stuff. We started a conversation about like who are the breakout players. And Severe, he mentioned Michael Mayer. I threw in a wild card and Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? We did bring up like some other guys like JPJ are like obvious guys that have really, you know, breakout years at center and all that type of stuff. Who are your breakout candidates this year?
You say for the offensive side of the ball?
Just overall, like it could outside of Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker. That was the 2 players that we mentioned. Or
Michael Mayer, Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
I'll say Darian Porter possibly at corner. I'll say Darian Porter will be a breakout player.
Yeah. And the thing is, he a rookie, but if he has a big season, that'd be crazy, bro. At rookie, especially with his experience level at corner. But then if you think about it too, Pete Carroll, the way he coaches that quarterback position is crazy.
Hey, Cheeto over there preaching right now in the chat. Cheeto preaching.
Yeah,
right after, right there. You already
that's
know.
The last one. That's it. We're gonna wait till the conversation flip for him. Don't worry, he coming up soon. Don't you worry. He's coming up soon. For me, bro, I'll say I'm gonna throw a wild card out there, bro, because I've been kind of like a fan of him for a while, even when he wasn't starting. But I'm gonna say Isaiah Palomar, bro, because I've been kind of singing his praise for a little bit. Like I even liked him when he kind of been, you know, getting his feet wet. You know, he wasn't getting that many reps. But you know, now that he's got his chance to get out there and really play, and PG can implement some stuff for him, I think we gonna see a dude that we can, you know, keep here for a while, bro. He gonna go ahead and end up steadying us back there.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, and you like him at free safety? Because I think that's where he's going to be playing, right? On defense.
Technically, yes. As of right now, I'd say I don't say I dislike him. It's just I don't know what to expect because that's not his natural position. You feel what I'm saying? Like his natural position is like coming down a little bit more in the box. Now, I think he can work at his game, but immediately it's not going to be a strength. That's why I've always been saying Justin Simmons low key, because then I can allow Palomar not to have so much pressure on him year one. And then you get Justin Simmons, bro, like you be able to do so much with that safety room. Goddamn him, Chin, and Simmons, dog, that'd be nasty. But yeah, I think he'll grow into it. It's gonna be a little shaky to start though.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, look, I would have said Dante Thornton, but it's a little too soon. I want to wait until like training camp. I want to hear what he does against like physicality in the training camp practices, obviously the preseason. Because right now, I think there was a comment that Pete Carroll made, which I thought was interesting, when he said something to the effect that he likes to play rookies early in these mini camp practices. He likes playing them against, the first team defense or, the first team offense, just because it's going to help us down the line. So okay, like what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Right.
What he means by that is basically like these guys might not necessarily start, but there might be a situation where they might be the starter, but we want them to be confident enough or prepared enough to be successful. So that is something that we won't know what Dante Thorne is going to do until, like, man, I don't know, man. I mean, when was the last time a guy showed out in minicamp, in these early minicamp practices during the offseason, and then was able to take that and be productive? One name comes to my mind, and be productive during the season.
Brock was last year when he was healthy.
Yeah. Brock was,
Yeah. I mean, Brock is an obvious one. He's first round. Remember Denarius Moore?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Denarius Moore?
Yeah.
Denarius Moore, I remember hearing about him. This is years ago, obviously. This is like, what was 2011? What was it, 2011? Maybe 2010, 2011? Around that time.
Oh, yeah.
And he was serving. Like, he was killing it in the early offseason minicamp practices. But then it continued in training camp. And then, it continued during the season where he was catching footballs over 3 guys on him. I think, remember that Buffalo Bill game where he had like that crazy catch he had in that game. But then there's situations like Dron, Kreiner, wide receivers like that where they're killing it in these practices, but then when it comes down to the regular season, they don't really do anything. There's certain situations where players can look good in shorts, but not, pause, but they're not gonna look good in the regular season.
I go back to Brian Edwards too, bro. That's another one for me more recently.
Oh, Brian Edwards,
there was some hope, and he made some plays too. That's not to say he didn't make no plays during the season, but I still don't know what happened with that one. I still can't really quite put my finger on what quite happened with Brian Edwards.
Yeah. And the thing is too,
he just stopped going his way. I think he just stopped throwing the ball his way.
But then it's like, damn, bro, like, is that all? It just seemed like the whole talent shit just fell off a cliff. Like, I don't know. Personally, it was just like I fucking forgot how to play for a little bit. It was like, damn, bro, what happened?
I never liked dude. I saw him. He was like, this is like before. Was this before he drafted him? I've been right after he drafted him. I saw him going through a workout where he was like going through a workout with like a trainer, and he was like just throwing like tennis balls to him, and he just looked like hella clumsy. And I'm like, oh damn, we done messed up now. And I was mad. I didn't want him. Like that year, I wanted at around that time. There's a receiver named Donovan Peoples-Jones from Michigan, who I thought would have been perfect in that spot right there. When we took Brian Edwards, I was like, cool. If we get him, like we set. Cause he was like a big body receiver. He was hella talented, like 5-star recruit. He just had like he never quite figured it out at Michigan. But he was like height, weight, speed, dude. Good pedigree. I was like, look, we could do like that in the 3rd, 4th round. It'd been perfect. We drafted Brian Edwards. I was like, who is this? Who is this generic name having ass dude? Like Brian Edwards. Like you sound like you.
Created player. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not even a player that you create. It's like a player that's created in the system.
Yeah, the generic name.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. But you know what? I kind of had some. Look, I was a rundown, man. I had a little bit of hope for him. I thought he was gonna. All right, I could see the yin to yang to Henry Ruggs. He got the speed. Yeah. He got the possession guy, so I can see it. But the fact that he couldn't like develop, especially with Gruden, because Gruden knows how to get the football to you. Like it's proven. Like if Gruden is the offensive coordinator and you're on offense, he gonna find a way for you to get the ball. And Brian Edwards just couldn't get open. It just felt like every time the ball went his way, just felt like it was the dude. Whoever was guarding him had great coverage. Maybe there was a couple plays where I'm like, oh damn, he caught like a little nice little sideline, you know what I mean, like 30-yard pass. I'm like, oh okay, we got something. Maybe he's turned the corner, but it just never happened for him. But
now, I ain't gonna lie, I do see it in the chat. It is true. He did. There was a hospital ball that did injure him one time, and he was never the same after that. We're not gonna say who threw it, but at the end of the day, right? We do know that he was out there catching that ICU. So we gonna see.
All right, we'll see.
SoCal said Gruden thought he was drafting Braylon Edwards.
That's hilarious.
Braylon Edwards, man, I liked him too. Back when he played for, we came out of Michigan, played for the Browns. Played for the Browns.
Yeah.
But he never. What happened to him? Because there was one season I'm like, damn, this dude was clean, and then like he fell off. He fell off hard too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because of injuries.
He never quite lived up to his draft status.
And the season where he got off was when the Browns on offense had Braylon Edwards. They had what's that tight end? Kellen Winslow Jr. You know what I mean? You know, we don't want to talk too much about him because he's disgusting. But
yeah.
But they had him, and then who else did they have on offense? They had who did they have on offense? I'm trying to think who had on offense. I'm trying to think. But that's I
don't know. People, I keep seeing people saying like he got this pass or he got hurt and was never the same. But this dude had 173 total receiving yards his first year, bro. I don't know when he had it before. Like it seems like he was always the same. He never changed. His best game was 3 catches for 48 yards. It's like if that's your best, brother, like I don't know when.
Yeah,
he put.
I'll give you that. It was trash. Yeah. maybe we were hyping it up a little bit more than it was supposed to be.
Honestly, though, if you think about it, we were in a cool little dry spell on receivers for a while, bro. We didn't have a wide receiver one. It seemed like for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Man, I thought what Chicago was going to be. Well, I thought we had a wide receiver like 0.75 in Crab. Like it was like
it
wasn't quite wide receiver one. It was almost there. I thought Ruggs was going to turn into that guy though. I thought Ruggs.
Yeah, he was. I had faith in that. He made some plays, bro. He's not figured out.
Yeah, he was on that trajectory. He was on it.
He made a couple plays where I was like, "That's just not no regular player, no regular receiver gonna be able to do that."
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Well, we just got.
I mean, now what are your thoughts?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Jacoby? Do you feel like he's like a wide receiver one, or how do you feel about it? No, damn.
You too, man.
You too,
man. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a good number 2. He's a good number 2.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But he's not a number 1. It's not.
I agree. I agree.
Bro, and it's just
technically he is, but yeah.
And I feel like for him to be like, I don't know, maybe, and y'all can speak to this a little bit. If you have him at wide receiver, then the other guy on the other side, he gotta give you some speed, so he can do what he can do underneath in those intermediate routes.
What you saying is proven with our roster right now. Look at who they got playing outside receiver, and look who they got playing slot. They got Jacoby playing slot, and they got Thornton and Trey on the outside. So,
and this is a random question, and that's why Jack Best's pick was kind of like, does this mean that the Raiders are not going to re-sign?
There you go.
Does that mean that?
That's it.
They're not going to re-sign him?
I think so. To me, bro, they play the same. Jack Best and Jacoby play the same. They got the same type of game, bro. And Jack Best low key operates better in the slot than he does outside. And right now, you got Jacoby there, which is fine, but the contract is running out, right? The contract is running out. So you got to kind of think that in the back of your mind, bro. You do got to kind of think that in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know. It's tough. And then the thing is,
I've been thinking about that for a while, bro.
Because it don't make any sense. Why? Like,
he's not Best ain't no outside dude, bro. He's a slot, so it's like,
bro.
You probably
Steve
gonna let
Smith is
Jacoby
calling him
do
a tight end. Steve Smith is calling him a tight end. Like he's not even saying. Like when his co-host like, oh, you slot receiver? He said tight end. No, he's too slow. I was like, damn. I was like, damn.
That's what he played at LSU though. That's what he started playing at LSU. When he started off as a tight end.
Yeah, he did. I think he can win in this slot. He can win. It's just he's more physical for sure, right? So like having a lineup with Bowers and him somewhere or something like that would be nasty. It would be dirty. But and I'm not gonna say this because Jacoby blocks his ass off too. So Jacoby blocks in the run game. So you can't really say
Jacoby
that.
one of the best blocking receivers in the league.
Yeah,
he blocks
his ass off. Jack Best is gonna do the same thing though. So that's why I'm saying it's like the games are so similar where you can see it making that they move on.
Yeah. I'm looking at the time right here. We getting hey man,
I changed the time for our shit to 6:15, so we straight.
Okay, Severe, you good? You good, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we cool. Okay, cool. So what I was gonna say is that we talked about the breakout candidates. Who are guys that are on the hot seat right now that they got to show that they belong on this team, or you would think that they're probably gonna be going after next season?
Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, should we say it in unison? I mean,
y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail.
We all know, dog. Hey, I said it on the show with Turf, and I had to make sure. That's why I asked y'all before the show started. So since I'm making sure everybody did their research. Hey, man, he don't give a fuck. Tyree don't care. I know he don't care. So if he don't care, I don't care. At that point, bro, let's let the ink run dry and. We ain't re-signing them for the 5th-year option. We all know what time it is, bro. We all know the deal at this point, bro. Because right now, what I'm seeing from Tyree, I just said it multiple times. I don't give a damn how many muscles he stack on each other, dog. Where's the pass rush moves? Where are they, bro? Where are the pass rush moves? That's all I care about.
Yeah, bro. That film breakdown of Tyree Wilson was a little tough. It was frustrating, man, because you see he has opportunities to win these reps, bro, and he just gives up midway. It's like, all right, bro, you got the long arm. Now what? What are you going to do next? Are you going to keep the long arm? He just releases, bro, and he be losing reps like that just because he doesn't have a second move.
Bro, and Mike can attest, and Severe, you let me know because you done watched this film multiple times too, bro. He'll do the long arm. He has a dude off balance. Then it looked like he trying to calculate and do fucking arithmetic in his mind to figure out what the next fucking move is. Like, dog, just do a swim, something. Do something with your
hand. That's a Raven moment and shit mid-play.
He's not playing fast.
God damn.
He's not. He doesn't defeat blocks quick enough. And he does. His ball get off has gotten better. I will say that because when he was a rookie, it was trash. It was horrible. It's gotten better. It's like mediocre now. It's not just horrible. It's just like, all right, whatever. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't defeat blockers quick enough. He doesn't rush with the plan. When he gets blocked, he stays blocked. He's just He's just occupying space. Really, that's all he does. But that's why he's good in the run game because he occupies space. So he sets a mean edge, but he sets a mean edge because he can't get off no block. Like he just runs right into you and does nothing. Like that's what he does. So
blessing in disguise, right there.
Like, yeah. So it's like you look at his sacks. Most of his sacks came off stunts and stuff like that, or like a quarterback leaving the pocket, run right into Tyree's path, and Tyree's like, oh well, damn, I gotta tackle you now. You right here. So it's one of those situations like, bro, it's people kept telling me how much better he's gotten, and I've watched it. He ain't getting no better. He looked the same. He looks the exact same. Just now they run him on stunts with Adam Butler. So Adam Butler's the pick man, occupying two of your guys. All you got to do is loop around and go through the opening, and he ain't even really great at that. He still doesn't really stay close enough on the stunt, on the loop. He's still like bending around way too much, taking extra time. Where it's like, dang, like you should have been there already. So. Man, I want to say I'm this close to saying he a lost cause. I'm this close to saying like
I'm
ain't no
hope
for him at all.
I'm
like, he ain't never living up to 7. He ain't never living up to 7 overall.
Oh, no.
But it's like, can he be a useful player? Like at this point, I'm like, well, damn. Like, the ship is selling. Like people they punching their tickets, they popping champagne, or they break the champagne on the boat. Like that ship is about to leave the harbor.
Oh no! Hey, my shit in the middle of the Pacific already. I tell you that right now. We already eating crab and shrimp in the middle of the Pacific, dog. Because we Chris right now. We
got
Chris.
Here with
shout
the shirt
out to my
open
dog Chris.
with the chest out like Chris and
belly out, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good on my boat. And look, it's much love to Raider Nation 510, but let's slow our roll now. We ain't gonna say elite. run defender. We'll say okay run defender. He's all right. Right? He's good. When I think of elite run defender, I'm thinking getting tackles for loss, tacklers in the backfield. You feel what I'm saying? Really being disruptive in the run game. You feel what I'm saying? Really being disruptive. He's not disruptive in the run game. He's okay. Like Severe said, he gonna set the edge. But more times than not, he's setting the edge doing it. We doing the salsa back and forth with the old lineman and shit over there on the sideline, bro. Like, that's really him setting the edge. It's not really too much eliteness going on, bro.
Right. I mean,
Mike and I just watched it, bro. It was so frustrating. I'll tell you right now, bro. That shit was so frustrating.
Just to play devil's advocate, it is his third year. He's going into his third year. He talked about in the offseason that he feels way more comfortable than he did before. Obviously, his rookie season was a lost cause. He was hurt. He wasn't part of that offseason leading up to that season as a rookie. And then I don't think they planned for him to really play as much as he did to begin with, because Chandler Jones all of a sudden wanted to disappear and, do what Chandler Jones was doing at that time, and we see Tyree kind of get,
we know what he was.
I don't even want to get into the details. He's doing all types of crazy stuff, but literally, but and then, yeah, man. Man,
hey, real talk, bro. I mean, I will play into that, and I used to play into that. No cap, Pharaoh. I used to play into that whole shit, like, it was the foot and all this extra. But then, as eloquently as some people done put it, and even Mo put it yesterday, we signed Chason off the scrap heap, and he ended up getting more snaps than Tyree Wilson, bro. I say it all the time. Mike don't like what I said. Charles Snowden was playing Tony Hawk on freeway ramps and still got more goddamn playing time than Tyree Wilson, dog. So at the end of the day, bro, we can say all we want. He had so much opportunity last year to show us something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got hurt. Max wasn't there. And we all said, like, all right, bro, this is it. Like, it's time, bro. You gotta show us something. And we just left in that motherfucker disappointed, bro. We were so disappointed.
Yeah. Now he's rightfully so one of the guys that's definitely on a hot seat. Just to throw another name out there, I said that he was going to be a breakout candidate. I would also say that he's also on the hot seat a little bit for me too. Not a little bit, like a lot of bit, because I wasn't a huge fan of the pick when they made Trey Tucker the pick in the third round. When McDaniels and them folks was there. I'll be honest, like he's not the biggest guy. If he doesn't do anything next year, can we say he's as good as done? Would you say he's on the hot seat too? Like, because he's also a third year guy. Like he just like Tyree is on his third year in the league. He's on his third year, so I would think that like it's a big year for him. I'm thinking that Chip Kelly got a plan for him. He's gonna find ways to make him successful and give him the football. And from what we heard in the offseason, like he's been the starter on the outside. Right. They had Jacoby Myers in the inside a lot, and he was a guy that was going on the outside a lot, and he's been making some plays out there too. So, but if he doesn't, I would say, man, he's as good as gone. Jack says Tyree, Zamir White, Eichenberg. Isn't that I think that's the guy that you guys are gonna be breaking down today? The Eichenbergs, or one of them at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're part of the list. You're watching a whole bunch of special teams. Watching a whole bunch of punt coverage.
Hey, you gotta compete for a special team spot too, man. Let's see if we can do it.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We gonna watch both the birds today. We be trying to push ourselves to even watch some of the other films. I ain't gonna lie, because even we was supposed to watch Devin White, I thought we was gonna watch nothing but special teams and the crowd and shit, because he wasn't playing much. But either way, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like what I seen for Devin White.
Oh, yeah, with Devin? I actually, I came away impressed. No cap, I came away impressed.
Okay, he can make a difference over here.
Hey, real
Before
quick,
I
man,
leave, bro, I'm gonna throw it out there. Oh, go ahead.
Quick,
no, Cheeto gave the super chat.
Leo with the super chat, man. Appreciate you supporting the show, man. He says, this smart panel, what y'all thoughts? Is simple for him to just move to D tackle, or he will thrive, or was Chris Wright, Arden Key was better?
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Are the key.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lucky Arden Key is better.
Lucky Arden Key is better right now. I'll say right now.
I don't know. Now Arden Key, I'll say, is better, but with the time with the Raiders, I'd have to still say Tyree, because even though he doesn't finish off plays very often, he finished off more plays than Arden Key would.
Yeah.
See, but the thing is though, like if you look at Tyree's plays, like his sacks, because Tyree as a run player is better, you know. But Arden Key could generate his own pressure, but he just wouldn't finish.
He don't finish.
So
yeah,
he was still having an effect on the quarterback. He just wasn't finishing the sacks, or he wasn't.
He was trash against the run. I will agree there. He was trash.
Yeah, he wasn't great against the run. Tyree's not even like generating his own pressure. Only time Tyree really gets pressure is, like I said, it's on stunts, manufactured pressures and stuff like that, or it's like they playing like D-line games. That's the only time he's really getting in the backfield, with any type of regularity, or if he's completely unblocked. Like all his sacks where he was unblocked or he's coming on a stunt and unblocked in that situation. So it's like, as a pure pass rusher, it's Arden Key, and it's not even close. Cleve Farrell's better than Tyree, in my opinion. Like, I'll take Cleve Farrell, especially when Cleve Farrell did that year too. That second year, Cleve Farrell, not even close.
Yeah,
it wasn't until we got to Gus Bradley where it's a different scheme where Cleve Farrell didn't fit that scheme anymore. But if we would have kept, we couldn't have kept old boy. He was trash. But the scheme we was in before, when we had Gunther, that scheme fit Cleveland Farrell better. Cleveland Farrell would have been a better player than Tyree, like hands down.
I agree there. I agree there.
Than Tyree now,
because Cleve's second year was miles better than Tyree's second year. So I will definitely give you that. I'm gonna throw the caveat because I know ain't nobody else gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Another player for me, Jacorian Bennett. Jacorian Bennett on the clock for me, man. You say what you want, man. Now reasons being, right? Reasons being, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh man, he had a great last year," but that's 1 year, right? Now we talked about how many Raider receivers we done seen had good 1 years and all the extra and don't follow through. What about corners too? We got mad corners that we done seen had good 1 year and after that don't follow through, right? So right now, as we're seeing his career unfold, he's in year 3. He's had one bad year, which is the rookie year, one good year, right? So we can't just be like last year is a norm when we didn't see that the first year, right? And this is a different. Now you can say it's going to be kind of the same with PG, but it is going to be a little different with Pete Carroll coming in there. He's going to change a little something with how the corners do things. So that's going to happen for sure. And last but not least, bro, the elephant in the room, nobody like to talk about. In all of these years, has he finished the season? In both years, you tell me, has he finished the season? And if the answer is no, that's bad, bro. To me, you have to be able to finish the season if we're going to be saying, oh, yeah, CB1. We can't miss the last 4 or 5 games of the year if you're CB1, dog. We screwed if that's the case. Then we got to throw Cameron Richardson out there, and we all know what time it is when it comes to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, July 4th tomorrow, I know some of y'all throwing barbecue chicken on the grill. So we already know what time it is there, bro. Hey, we can't go to Cameron Richardson.
Let me get a piece of that DCAM. let me get a piece of that.
We can't throw that there, bro.
Hey, y'all didn't mention Dylan Lobby. How come we didn't talk about Dylan Lobby? It's amazing.
I think he'll be a practice squad guy. I'm sure he'll be a practice squad guy.
He gonna get cut.
The thing about Jacorian Bennett is that, there's one thing. One of the top criteria I have with my corners, and I think it's something that everybody needs to have. When you're looking at the cornerback position, they got to have 2 shoulders. And Jacorian Bennett, clearly, he only has 1. So it's like he only got 1 shoulder.
Hey man, bro, because he gotta lean on Christ for the other one, bro. You know, he got
his shoulder been dislocated since middle school.
Like Cheeto said, he got fixed. He got that holy bath. His shoulder fixed.
All right, all right. Hey, he better lean on Jesus and get that shoulder right. I'll tell you that right now.
He's covered in the blood. He is covered in the blood. No weapon formed against him. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Y'all leave that man alone.
That's too funny, bro. But hey, real quick, man, salute to the nation pulling up, man. I was able to cop some gear from him, man. Hey, man, dope shirt.
Oh yeah,
definitely check him out. The nation makes some dope stuff, man. Hats, shirts.
I just put an order in, man. I just put an order in myself.
You got some fire stuff,
make
bro.
sure y'all get that Al Davis shirt he dropped. That shit's fire.
I didn't get a chance to check it out. It dropped today.
Yeah, it's fire.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out for sure, man. But yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clacking at this point. Clack out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hey, man. Let the people. Hey, Mike, man. Start it off, man. Let people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, in a couple minutes, y'all can find me and Rundown on Blunts and Breakdowns. Make sure y'all tune in for that. We're gonna go over Lindenberg, Tommy Eichenberg, Jalen Walker, and we got a special request. Should I announce who the special request is now, or just we weigh it out?
Yeah, shout it out, man. Shit, let's go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So we got a special request by Dreamville artist JID to break down his high school film. So we're gonna break that down. As well.
Okay. Oh, that's fire, bro. That's fire, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah. So besides Blunts and Breakdowns, of course, you can find me every Wednesday on BTB. You can make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on all social medias at Machiavelli24. And yeah, that's all I got.
There you go, man. There you go. Rundown, man. Let people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Hey, man, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all trying to find the kid, man. Go ahead and search up the Raider Rundown. Pretty much on everything. But hey, if you want that good Raider content as we do, man, every Wednesday I go live. That's the solo rundown show, you know what I mean? But other than that, got another show with my boy Machiavelli. You know, we break down the film every Thursday, 6:00. You know what I mean? Today we're live. You know, we do our little series. Usually it'd be recorded episodes, but when we end our series off, you know, we like to go live and tap in with everybody. But got a Saturday show. We're not doing it this week, but Saturday show with Good Morning Raiders, man, with my man Jay. Next week, tap in. We got Violator, so that's gonna be tough. And then other than that, man, you know, as the season progresses, you already know, man, we got Turf and Rundown and all the extra, bro. The TRS show is gonna come when we start predicting the schedule and all the extra. So, hey, bro, just follow the rundown, and you know I'm always hitting that live button.
Yeah. Hey, check them out because you guys about to go live right now, pretty much after this. About to do the
pretty much
Blunts and Breakdowns. Yeah, definitely head over. Is it on both your channels? Both your channels. Mm-hmm. All right, there you go, man. Definitely check them out after the show. They're gonna be breaking down. And what are the players that you guys are gonna be breaking down? I think Eichenberg is one of them, and then are you doing both Eichenbergs? Okay. All the birds. Might as well do JID.
You feel what I'm saying? Hey, it shouldn't be too long. We're gonna see.
There you go, man. Hey, Severe, man, let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to.
Yeah, I know what it is, man. The Severe Raider, YouTube, IG, Snapchat, TikTok, X. I got a Kick now. I got a Twitch now. I'm about to hook up my Truth Social too. Might as well, you know, get some of them people over there.
There we go.
They ain't about to have no jobs pretty soon, so I'm gonna let them. They ain't got nothing better to do than watch me. So,
yes, sir.
You know, make sure you tap in, man. Tuesdays, you know, my guy Pharaoh and with 805 and Protect the Shield, as well as Thursdays, y'all already here, and Sundays as well with Protect the Shield and 805. So tap in. You know, make sure y'all on any of on me and Pharaoh's channels. Make sure y'all tap in with my guys Machiavelli and with Rundown as well. Support them because you know they putting out some fire content. So.
Yeah, man, we appreciate everybody coming through. We'll be back here next week, next Tuesday, 50-50 show, me and Severe, and obviously Around the Shield next Thursday. Hopefully we'll have a guest for you. As you can see, time is ticking for me right now. I gotta go, just like everybody else here, man. But we appreciate everybody coming through, man. Hey, is there any last thoughts before we head out?
Nah, man, my boy Pharaoh got us on like the Zoom meets. You only got an hour and that's it. We done, bro. We done.
Nah, man, y'all hella funny, man. But we out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
All right, big dog. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love.
Peace. All right, peace.
Thank you.
Just win, baby. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.